I'm dying to ask you, what is the language of data management and biometrics, and is that language universal?
Yeah, the greatest question of all time.
Yes, exactly.
So I love this question for a few reasons. One, I started this, it was a mentorship program for people who were new into the industry. And during that time, it was their first day, and I was so excited to meet them. I wanted to meet them, and I said, listen, I'm going to speak in a language to you right now that may or may not make sense today. But I promise you, there's going to be a day that I'm going to say all of these things, and you're going to know exactly what I just said. And so everyone kind of says, oh my gosh, what are you talking about? And so I said, listen, we're going to walk into an EDC PPC, and we're going to need to update the DRG and the DMP. And I want to make sure that at the end of the day that we have a good DBL. Okay, so we're just going to all be good, and don't worry. And everyone looked at me like, what? Can you tell me that again? And then they would all come to me over time and say, oh my gosh, I know exactly what you were talking about. And so it's just so magnificent, right? Like over time, that language does become semi-universal, because between different sponsors and different CROs, there's always a different acronym, right? There's always a slightly different thing, but we're all talking about the same thing. But it's a really interesting concept to kind of see people progress over time and understand that we're speaking the language of biometrics. We're talking about fieldoids, we're talking about SAS data sets, we're talking about all these acronyms, but they have such heavy meanings. And so the big thing for me is, how you communicate it. Look at people's face whenever you're just going on a diatribe of acronyms, and make sure that you're all saying the same thing.